The Tektronix AFG3022 arbitrary function generator. Power switch is here. This operates on 115. Power it up. And it begins its self-test, executing diagnostics. And it'll come up to the main screen here. We have a run mode, our function mode. All our menu keys are here, driven by these keys on the side. So we're at the top menu. You have two outputs down here, channel 1, channel 2. I'm going to show both of them. And right now it's showing that we have a 1 megahertz frequency with an amplitude of 1 volt peak to peak. Due to the fact that I'm going directly into an oscilloscope, I've got to change the output, so it's good to show where this is anyway. So I'm going to go to the output menu, and I'm going to change the load impedance from load to high, and that way our output will match. And I'll hit enter over here, go back to the top menu, and turn on the output for channel 1. And we've got a 2 volt peak to peak here, and you can see on the oscilloscope well, we've got I'm set on the 1 volt scale, so we've got 2 volts peak to peak. So back over to here, I want to show how you can change these things. I want to change the frequency, so I'm going to go into frequency there, and then I can change it to whatever's in range of this particular unit. So I'm going to go to 5 megahertz, and you can see I have my different frequency ranges here. So I'll pick 5 megahertz, and you can see on my oscilloscope here it's changed corresponding to that 5 megahertz. To change the amplitude, I'm going to go back to the top menu. I'm going to go to amplitude menu, amplitude again. Here I am. I'm going to change this to 1 volt. Actually, I'll change it to half a volt. So I'll just hit 0.5. And you can see that our amplitude has decreased proportionately, and so that channel is working. I'm going to turn that channel off. You can see we now have a flat line over here. I'm going to swap my output to channel 2. Turn that output on, and as you can see, we've got exactly the same thing. So we're at 500 millivolts on channel 1. I've got to change this to channel 2, so we're at 1 volt. Again, I'm going to go to the output menu. I'm going to change my impedance to high and enter. And I'm back at the same thing as we were before with the other channel. And here I can change my frequency again. You know, and you can change all of these things, of course, but I'm just showing you a general idea that this is functioning properly. I'm going to go to 1 kilohertz on this one. And you can see I have to make a large adjustment here since I'm going at a much slower speed. And then I'm going to change my amplitude. So I'm going to go back to the top menu. Amplitude, amplitude, and again I'm going to go to 0.5 volts peak to peak, and you'll be able to see the change over here. So again, waveform has decreased proportionally, and and I can increase that, of course, to 6. So you can see that we have both channels operational. All the keyboard works and everything, and the unit is operational at this point.